Shalom. Koholo Yahweh Ba'ashum Yahusha Ba'ashum Rakah Kodash. The bonds to the apostles, the bonds to the elders. At Great Millstone, rule well and taught us his truth. Much respect to your brothers out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Tabernacle David, hopeful elect in the speckled bird, and one says Shalom. So I just want to get into this lesson. As you see the title, The Nations Hate the Wine of Babylon. And the reason why I'm titling this lesson that way, while we were at camp, what appeared to be Elamite and his woman, he was chasing after his woman. Not literally chasing after her, but, you know, you get the point. Very, very angry with his woman. And from the looks of it, at her attire, what she was wearing, she was pretty much juiced in with Babylon the Great. She wasn't wearing a dress or her people's attire, which they're Hebrews as well. So a lot of their culture, you know, pretty much mirrors at some points, not all of it, most definitely not all of it. You do your research of what type of crazy shit they're in and the guys that they're into. But a lot of their culture mirrors our culture, right? And with that being said, from the looks of it, she was juiced in with Babylon the Great, right? Wasn't wearing her people's attire. But anyways, to get back to it, old boy was looked very, very pissed. You know, I checked his countenance. I felt his spirit even before I even knew that was his woman. You know, because she was walking ahead. She didn't want no parts with him. You know, so he was just very angry walking after her. But it came to the point where he picked up a rock and tried to stone her. All right. Really, he just picked up one rock. And mind you, the dude had horrible form. No salt in that mug. Horrible form. And so he missed. You know, maybe he missed on purpose. But either way, these nations are angry at the ways of Babylon. Because, you know, as me and my brothers speak about it, you know, we see a lot of these women of the other nations. Not all the time, but a lot of times they come over here and they get juiced in with Babylon the Great. They start wearing their attire, start following their culture. And, you know, now they got that, their head is pumped up. They're better than men, you know, all types of wickedness. Now they're laying down with men after men, as the women over here in Babylon the Great do. All right. So I can see one of many things probably transpired. Either, you know, since, you know, what appears to be her dress attire, she was juiced in with Babylon the Great. She didn't like that he was talking or with more than one woman, or she was talking to or wanted to break off the relationship, or was getting down with another man behind his back. You know, those are some of the reasons why I can see that, you know, for old boy to pick up the rock. And he was hurt, man. And that is something that we did back in the ancient world. You know, that's something that Elam and Ishmael, you know, still do to this very day. Right? Public punishment. Right? Kill the wicked with stones. You know, that's what we do. All right. They're Hebrews as well. That's what we do. They're not the chosen Hebrews, right? But they are a sect of Hebrews, right? So once again, you know, their culture mirrors, not all of it, but their culture mirrors some of our culture, right? And so, you know, that was a great showing that Babylon the Great wine is poison. It's not to be drunk. It's not to be trusted. It's not to follow, right? Because what you have here is the women and going out of order, right? Men with men, you know, a lot of unseemly things transpiring with the wine of Babylon. And matter of fact, now that I think about it as well, she was also talking to him crazy, man, talking to him sideways, you know, as an Eve would, you know. And we was like, you know, in her country, she wouldn't have dared do that, man. All right. She wouldn't have dared do that. All right. So, yes, Babylon the Great and his wine is poison. And the Lord is about to bring this place down. Right. And it needs to be brought down because everything's out of order. Let's go ahead and get some scriptures. Revelation 14 and verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right? They partook in on wine. I remember doing a lesson a couple years ago. It was either Ishmaelite or Elamite. He was like a alphabet prince, if I'm not mistaken. And he was with the shits, man. All right. And I was looking, I'm like, man, this dude would have been put to death. All right. He would have been put to death. I got to look up that story again, man. He would have been put to death. All right. Now, for the most part, they still not with that. And if I'm not mistaken, they're still putting a lot of people, other people that's in that lifestyle to death, if I'm not mistaken. All right, adultery and all that type of stuff, putting them to death for that. But the nations are saying that the ways of Babylon is poison. Right, it's another reason why Babylon the Great will be destroyed, man. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Right? That fleeing, it's not talking about getting on the plane. It's talking about spiritually. All right? Don't follow the ways of Babylon the Great. Don't be juiced in with this place. Right? Matter of fact, shoot, it ain't even been Halloween. Yeah. I believe Halloween's this Thursday, which is a new moon as well. Right? For those, you know, hey, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of our high holy days and new moons, if I'm not mistaken, is falling on the same time as Babylon the Great's folly days. You know, showing a distinction. You know, while the people is out there in the house of feasting, we're in the house of mourning. Right? Those that are in the house of mourning, Yahweh Ratazah, we're going to be delivered. Right? But anyways, getting back to it. Right? Flee from the midst of Babylon spiritually. Right? Spiritually, mentally, man. Understand, we got to get out of here. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah's hand that made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Hey, old buddy was mad. Hey, he had horrible form. I think if he wouldn't have such a horrible form, hey, he would have hit her, man. He would have hit her with that rock. Right? Slacky. If I'm not mistaken, Moab is pushing laws or not standing with the alphabets as well, other nations as well. Russia, all right? They're not standing with that movement. They're not standing with Babylon's wine, man. Right? Let's see. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If she may be healed. But check this. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, man. Right? People is out here thinking that Kamala Harris or Trump is going to bring this country back. No, the Lord said this place is destined for destruction, right? And let us go everyone into his own country, for a judgment reached unto heaven, right? Jake is still getting jacked up to this very day. And Esau Edom, which he has not been judged to the full extent, has to pay for all his sins that he has done to thy brother Jacob, all right? Captivity, all types of wickedness, still to this very day that he has done upon our people. He has to pay for that. And that wine got our people dancing to his music, drinking his wine, and thinking that it's okay. All right. Hey, matter of fact, I was watching a video earlier today. This ELAMITE. One day he's with men, and the other day he's with women, man. Just confusion. These people come with confusion, man. That's their MO. And they can't help it because they're the vessel that's made to dishonor the Lord. All right, let's see. Forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country, for a judgment reach unto heaven, and it's lifted up even to the skies. So there ain't no saving this place. You're going to also see a lot of other nations. They're going to see Babylon the Great for what it is. Right? It's not that it's not the place to go to make it, if I'm not mistaken. Man, I forget the number, but Babylon the Great is pretty much getting up there with one of the most miserable countries to live in, right? And a lot of this is really forceful because this man, under this man, hey, all this technology, all these so-called advancements, you can have this as a very, what's the word? Man, I'm going to just say beautiful, a very beautiful place to live, right? But this man doesn't want that. He wants blood, all right? He wants everything to himself. He doesn't want prosperity, right? He likes destruction. He likes to see the people miserable. It's a quote, this man rather rule over ashes, man, right? The Lord had brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. Make bright the arrows. Check this. It's talking about the nuclear missiles. Gather the shields. Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh, have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his devices is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is a vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, the vengeance of his temple, right? Vengeance is coming. You have touched the apple of the Lord's eye, and you have drunken. Slaki, you have spread your wine for the other nations to drink, right? You put folly. You put folly is set up in high dignity in this wicked ass place, man. So much confusion is in this wicked ass place, man. I'm going to skip to it. This is Deuteronomy 22 and verse 13. It's pretty much, as will, I may have it, I may not. But as you go down, this is dealing with the grape situation as well. Right, which a lot of you other Israelite camps that try to slander us. Well, go into the law, man. Go into the law. But I'm bringing this out because, old boy, he has that spirit on him to pick up that rock, which is also going to show you as well. In the time of Jacob's trouble, man, it ain't going to be pretty for a lot of these people, a lot of these women in general, man. But going into the law, yeah, people got stoned to death, man. People got stoned to death. You committed adultery, which possibly she could have. She was supposed to be put to death. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 13. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasion of speech against her and bring her up an evil name upon her and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid, right? As in Babylon the Great, you not getting that. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but for the most part, you're not getting that. And if you did get it, a lot of brothers, hey, we wasn't in our right minds. This was before we came into the truth, right? Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to be a wife, and he hated her. Right? Because you got to check this. Your name, all right? It's great to have a reputable name, but you out here willfully damaging people's names, right? Credibility. That ain't cool, man. That ain't cool. That also goes to show you why you gotta do good business with people, right? Scriptures speak about that. A good name, for the most part, just roughly paraphrasing, is a great thing to have, right? Let's see. And the damsel father shall say unto the elders, all right, read that. Verse 17, and lo, he have given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not my daughter a maid, all right, because she was supposed to be put to death. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city, right, because you had order. And the elders of the city shall take the man and chastise him. Beat that nigga up. All right, get the beats by Dre. It's verse 19. And they shall merce him in 100 shekels of silver and give them unto the father and the damsel. Why? Because he have brought an evil name upon the virgin of Israel. Right? That's a no-no, man. Right? And she shall be his wife, and he may not put her away all his days. All right? Because back then, really, yes, the Lord put in a law of divorce, but really, right, you lay down with a woman, that's supposed to be your wife, right? Not supposed to put her away unless she's wicked as hell, right? The scriptures speak of, I'd rather dwell with a dragon and a lion than a wicked woman. I may have that, right? Because under the curses especially, and through the wine of Babylon the Great, in which, what we seeing with old buddy, hey, he wanted to knock her out, man. Right? But if this thing may be true, all right, here's the point, and the tokens of her virginity be not found for the damsel, then shall they bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones, that she died, because she have wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So shall thou put evil from among you. And that's what we did, man. We put evil from among us. Right? She was out there just giving it up. And then the man, like, hey, this is supposed to be my woman. You lay down with her. Oh, man, this girl ain't no virgin. She would have to be put to death. Right? And in this case, especially the way that she was talking to him. And hey, just me speaking as a man. She could have laid down with another man and, hey, if he would have knocked her out with a rock, really, through the law, he would have been justified. But, through Babylon the Great, hell no. Do not do that. Do not do that. You are asking to be put away forever, man. All right, do not do that in Babylon the Great. But, hey, the old ways are going to be brought back. right? The old ways are going to be brought back. You ain't gonna have to worry about that, right? You know, lay down with another man, gonna be put to death, right? A woman, goes behind your back, she's gonna be put to death, man. All right. Sirach 26 and verse 22, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband, right? And so what we're going to see, especially in these days to come, a lot of these wicked-ass women are going to be counted as spittle, right? Going to be counted as spittle. A shameless woman, Sirach 26 and verse 25, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Right? So, hey, you're a righteous woman. You're striving to be a righteous woman. Call Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Lord may have mercy upon you and your household. But you a shameless woman, right? You're just out there with the moose knuckles, doing whatever you want to do. All right, living it up your best life. Jumping from man to man. You're going to be counted as a dog, right? Sirach 26 and verse 1, blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for his number of his days shall be double, right? Because a virtuous wife going to take care of you, going to love you, right, man? Ain't going to go behind your back, right? And she going to help build you up. Listen to you. She's not going to be out here bad-mouthing you. A virtuous woman rejoices of her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace, right? In peace. And a lot of brothers ain't getting there, man. But we do have to recognize that this is a curse for us, man. As the scriptures read, just roughly paraphrasing, a woman shall compass a man, right? They put a woman on the highest pedestal in this kingdom. All right, believe every woman. But you're also seeing the power getting back, because now, a lot of these women is getting in trouble for saying that, this is that man's baby when it's not, right? So yeah, the power seat is getting back in Jake's hands. Let's see, verse 3, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in a portion of them that fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shai. And under the curses, all right, we got to understand under the curses, a lot of brothers can't get that, man. But if you got a good woman, call Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Each brother's walk is different, man. But you got your virtuous woman, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. But for a lot of brothers, not just brothers in this truth, right? It's all out hell out there, man. All right. Verse 4, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shai, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. That's coming, man. Right? It's also why we telling you, if you ain't got a woman, don't be out here stressing, man. It's hard out there for a lot of men out there, man. All right, to find a virtuous woman. So a virtuous woman is going to be given unto you, man. All right, doesn't say 7 women, which is completion, shall be joined unto you, roughly paraphrasing. Right? And your count is, hey, you're going to see it cheerfully, man. Hey, be cheerfully now, especially the times that we living in. Right? Especially the times that we living in, because it's beautiful. We getting closer and closer to the end. Order is going to be established. Let's get this. Sirach 25 verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. All right. Pray to the Lord that he doesn't bug out your mind. You can also look at this, in a physical sense. The Lord doesn't, well, you gotta take care of your heart. You gotta take care of your body, man. But your heart, which is your mind, you don't want the Lord to bug out your mind, man. and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You know, ain't no telling what she did unto that boy, man. Ain't no telling. Especially over here, living in Babylon the Great and drinking that wine, man. Right? Verse 16, I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep a house with a wicked women. Right? That's why we telling you, brothers. You know, if you ain't got a woman, don't stress. If you get one, she good till you call all y'all about me on side. But, you know, some brothers is dealing with damn demons out here. You know, that's, you know, got the passport bro movement. You know, they going out there to find themselves a virtuous woman. And check this. Don't need Eve to bring back the nation. All right. It's about the man, the seed line. Right. You bring back the nation with the man, no matter what nation his woman is. Right. That seed, that baby, that child is going to be an Israelite. Right. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know, I just wanted to cover that, you know, because I've been thinking about it. Me and the brothers was laughing about it. But, you know, at the same time, it is a very serious situation, man. Another reason why we got to get out of here. You know, because, hey, the wine of Babylon ain't no joke, man. Got these people's minds poisoned. But with that, shalom.